pardon me, it takes me a long time to go live because shit is just stupid like that. YouTube takes me a while to come live. I love all the yuns. How is y'all doing out there in social mediaville? Tonight, we're doing a lot of good shit, guys. Welcome back to Mr. Pastor Nacho the Squatcho has the accoutrements. I have the accoutrements to do all my little shenanigans that I was doing back when I was in the desert. The good Lord resurrected my tablet so that we could do this. My tablet was broken. I was paying a lot of money for no fucking reason. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Do this stuff. Thank God in the highest. Hi, somebody watching. Glory be to God. This is a twist off. This is supposed to be American. Hey, what we're doing is somebody doesn't give a shit. We're watching a lot of great shit, man. A lot of great fucking shit. This isn't a twist off. I thought 805 was American. You guys, we're watching some serious fucking shit tonight, guys. Fuck Fox News. Fuck CNN. If you give a shit, which most people don't, most people just want to go and basically jack off. They just want to be entertained. They don't give a fuck if the world goes to hell in a handbasket. They don't understand how that shit is pertinent to them and their family. The people who know, the people who give a shit, they understand. That's what we're here for. Give me a second. I have to get a knife to open up this bottle. So, give me a second, yuns. I love all the yuns. I love all the yuns. Oh, yeah. Yes. I hope you know that people I don't love is people who know about the truth. They know about the light. A lot of people's favorite Bible verse is John 3:16. For God so loved the world, right? My favorite Bible verse, because I'm a heavy metal cynic, I'm no better than you, it has to do with the Epstein fuckers and all that shit, man. John 3:19 says, this is the condemnation that's coming to the world, yo. That light entered the world, but people rather love darkness because their deeds are evil. What kind of darkness I love doesn't have anything to do with that shit. Just a fucking metalhead. My first Tops SXB Skull Crusher. Let's see here. Glory to God in the highest. Glory to God. Cheers, guys. 805, 32 ounce. Some of you guys that might have seen me got arrested live said, I tell cops I don't drink and smoke. And for the most part, it's true. But I'm at home, so yeah, guys, we're gonna watch Black Scout Survival first. This is very urgent. Ben Franklin said, dude, I love Ben Franklin because he was a man of the pen and not the sword. And he didn't have any jealous bitch fits about the men of the sword. He was a supporting role. Me, I'm a hybrid of both. Somebody might say, oh, you weren't in the military, this, that, and this. Well, I do security, but even if I didn't, I am a man of the sword. Who cares about me? Damn it, this thing got fucking stuck again. It's okay. I got my Tops SXB Skull Crusher. Hey guys, just tuning in. We're watching some serious fucking shit until all my devices die. If you care about freedom, you care about your posterity, you live in the Western world and shit, you might want to give a flying fuck what's going on. So without further ado, Black Scout Survival is one of my favorite. Dude, I want to give a disclaimer out there because I'm a belligerent ass, okay? A lot of the people that I recommend, other YouTubers, other influencers that are way, way fucking bigger than me and better than me, right? They probably don't want to be affiliated with me. They probably don't want me to mention them because I'm supposedly a hate monger. I'm supposedly racist and shit. But god damn it, I can't fucking help it, man. This guy is so fucking awesome. Fuck Fox News, fuck CNN. This is the only guy you need. Let me make sure that this shit is loud enough. I'm usually a silly fuck. I'm usually fucking around. We're not fucking around tonight, guys. If you give a fuck about freedom, if you give a fuck about your future, pay attention, please.
All right. I had to read this twice. Initially, I thought it has to be fake, not misleading, not taken out of context. I mean, straight up, it had to be fake. Like somebody made this, but no, this is real. I double checked. We've officially hit the point where they're not even hiding it anymore. They're just saying it out loud. They don't care. We've entered a new realm.
God.
And I'm going to try not to get like emotional and like I want to. I'm just going to read what was said, what Donald Trump said. And then I'm asking the same question you're probably asking right now. Wait, what? Because something just completely shifted. And I don't think people fully understand what they're even looking at yet. Now, this is the post. You may have seen it. You may have seen it on socials. You may have seen it on Truth Social. Trump talking about FISA 702, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, okay? Working with Mike Johnson, Jim Jordan, the usual crew. And then he says this, I've got it red line here. I am willing to risk the privilege, I'm willing to risk the giving up of my rights and privileges as a citizen.
Are you researching dental implants?
There's a lot of dental offices that'll talk about doing their teeth in the day.
Hold on. But run that back again. Giving up your rights for what? For the country, for the military, for security. Now, we've heard this before, man. There's always been that argument. You trade a little freedom for safety. We heard it in the pandemic. Oh, man. You got to save the grandmother. You got to do this, right? We hear it about firearms constantly. We've heard that line before. But usually, they don't say it like that, just that direct. And that's the part that hits different because it's not policy, it's the delivery. And the fact we move from, hey, man, we're protecting you to, yeah, you might lose some of those rights and deal with it. And the thing is I've said this time and time again, that I believe that if Donald Trump were to say we need to give up AR-15s, they need to be banned, that a lot of his loyal supporters will go along with it because they've not questioned the thing he's done thus far, which has been extremely damaging. We've heard short pain, long-term game, and they're fine with filling up, $100 gas tanks. They're fine with increased cost of living. They're fine with it. They'll even argue the point that, hey, man, we've been at war for 47 years. I just found out yesterday that we've been at war 47 years. But, we've been at war 47 years because they said that. And I'm okay with spending the money. I actually had a guy comment on my Instagram today. I'm willing to pay more money for my freedom. I didn't know our freedom was up for jeopardy from Iran, but I do know where it's up for jeopardy at in D.C. They're skipping the subtle phase now. We're not even dressing it up anymore. Just straight up, yeah, man. We're going to need those rights back. And this is where it gets interesting because it's not just one voice saying this. Not just one voice, lots. And this is the part they don't explain to you. They'll tell you this is only for foreign targets, terrorists, enemies overseas. But what they don't tell you is if those people ever talk to an American, your data gets pulled into it too. And once it's in the system, they don't need a warrant to go looking. And this isn't some French theory. This program feeds a mass chunk of intelligence the president sees every day, meaning this thing isn't small, it is the backbone. And yeah, it's already been abused. We're talking searches on Americans, journalists, even political groups, political targets. They'll use it against the opposition. And they still want to expand it. Now, we got Thomas Massey, Patriot, not some random guy, right? He's not a random guy. He's a guy that's been standing up for the files and everything else. He's been disavowed by everyone because he doesn't take money from the Chosens. Okay? He said, I just viewed 2 top secret FISA documents. And then he says, serious concerns, secret interpretations of the law. Okay? And he says the Constitution requires that I vote no on FISA 702 reauthorization. So what they're wanting to do is use this to take away your constitutional rights, your privacy. So we're not just talking theory anymore. We're talking about classified concerns, internal disagreements, and people on the inside going, man, hold up, hold up. That's when your ears should be perking up. Because when they start pushing back, that means something real is happening behind the scenes and something that we're not privy to. And then it gets even more aggressive because you have, again, the loyal, devout followers, the one that wants his backing in Congress, like Anna Paulina Luna here, who we know is an asset for the Chosens. Patriotic Babe, or Patriotic Blonde, sorry. She says, Representative Anna Paulina Luna says Americans must choose accept unconstitutional government surveillance or...
How the fuck are you patriotic, you stupid bitch? None of these fuckers, dude, I was barely born in this fucking country. None of you fuckers know like 3 Ben Franklin fucking quotes. Fuck you. God damn it, man. You can't go fucking strangle them, you know?
No secure elections. They're literally blackmailing the American people. So it goes from a concern to straight up pressure. She's basically saying either accept surveillance or you don't get secure elections. Wait, what? What are we talking about here?
Wait, what secure elections? We have to only vote for fucking one dick face or one fucking bitch ass. Okay, like I like Jesse Ventura, right? He's never gonna be on the ballot. Ron Paul, right? They're never gonna be on the ballot because some Netanyahu Talmudic Stephen a fucking bitch, dude, will not allow that shit to fucking happen. No corporations will suck his dick. What the fuck are we gonna do? No one's gonna do shit.
It's not even a debate anymore. That's a trade-off. That's, hey man, pick your poison. Government spies on me or I get safe elections. So now the framing becomes...
I hope you guys know I'm not talking about the good sir here. I'm talking about that patriotic blonde, these other fucking bitch ass fucks. Using the Gadsden flag, using the American flag. Get that shit off of you and get my fucking God's name out of your fucking mouths. Fuck Republicans.
You want safety, give up your rights.
You guys, like fucking bad guys will always be there. What's worse? I don't want to do him like that. His face looks bad. I don't fucking bad guys will always be there, dude. They're always gonna be fucking villains. It's the fucking bitch ass people who don't get up and go whoop some righteous ass. Who's at fucking fault, dude?
Elections except surveillance. That's not subtle. That's not hidden. That is a line in the sand. Right? And a lot of times, if you look throughout the history, I mean, both parties do it. However, Republicans tend to lead more into more mass surveillance. Okay? Bush, he did it. Right? I'm just observing, though, that they're not even arguing it anymore. They're telling you what they're going to do. It's a different phase. It's not convince the public. It's that, hey, inform the public of what we're doing to you. And when it shifts into that, that means the decision's already been moving. It's the same when Pam Bondi sat up there with Trump and said, we'll take the guns first, ask questions later.
The fuck?
Red flag laws. Well, Trump said that, but Pam Bondi was pushing red flag laws.
You guys, they don't need to take your guns, man. You know why? You know why? Because they'll get you. They'll get you when you're riding your fucking electronic car with your electronic phone. They'll track you. They'll get you when you're on the way to the supermarket with your gun jammed up your ass, all locked away with the ammo fucking separate like California fucking mandates and shit. They'll get you. They'll catch you slipping. You'll get got. Do you understand my ghetto terminologies? We're not even allowed to fucking carry in any of these fucking states, dude. Goddamn fucking stupid.
Right now, America has a shortage of over 20,000 gunsmiths. And that means tens of thousands of gunsmithing jobs and opportunities.
Yeah, right, dude. I wish I could be a gunsmith. If you're like me, I know how to fucking. I'm ghetto, so I only know how to work and clean my Glock and shit. Like a shotgun is kind of rocket science to me. You call me a bitch because I was born in Ohio, but I was raised in California. You know what the answer is? If you can't get a hold of a good gunsmith, guys, just buy another gun. Let me show you guys. Can I show you guys some shit? Let me put my hat on. Let me put my hat on. So the economy fucked us up. I'm always advocating my people. Maverick 88. I got it for like $200 now. $150 because of fucking inflation, right? And I got this only a few years ago. So, anyways, clearing this shit. Okay, fucking the safety's on. This shit is your good starter pack for weapons, guys. I had a real Remington 870. Not a Wingmaster and shit, a real Remington 870. I sold it to get more shit on this, like a fucking goddamn flashlight, right? A fucking bandolier full of bullets. If you're just starting, guys, I'm flexing right now. You don't have to buy tops, knives. You can get a Kershaw Camp 10. You don't have to get a Glock or a Sig Sauer. This is a better home protector. But if you live in close quarters, apartments, neighborhoods where you can have what's that called? Like accidental fucking casualties and shit, collateral damage. That's something to consider. But I candy stripe this shit. So check this out. This is how I candy stripe this shit. It can hold like 7+1, I think, right? I don't put that much shit in there because I want I want the springs to last longer. So I only have like 4. Practicing to reload fast. You can Google or YouTube combat shotgun, or you could just fucking ask me what the fuck. Okay, I fucking miss. I candy stripe this shit, meaning like the last one, the first one I put in the fucking chamber is gonna be the last one that shoots out. That's gonna be a slug, because if I'm in such a huge firefight, collateral damage is now my last. If I'm fighting someone that has body armor or some shit, they're coming to tell me that I need to suck a Jew ass and say Jesus is a bitch, like the Talmud says, then my last bullet is a motherfucking slug. Because by that point, dude, what the fuck, dude? My lateral damage is the least of my worries. Then it's got probably another slug. Then it's got some buck. Then another buck, because I don't give a fuck. And then the first 1 or 2 rounds, which is the last ones you're going to put in here, is birdshot. Because birdshot has the least proclivity to inflict collateral damage, God willing. And it spreads very well. It's fucking scary as shit. It has you need very low accuracy, guess, you know. I live in California, I don't get enough range time, so you can make fun of me for that shit. Anyways, try not to fuck up a bag. And birdshot also is kind of an expendable round, in my opinion, so that you can fire a one shot. So I'm glad that commercial came on. Like I'm always saying, let me give you some good recommendations for tactical and survival. Everybody knows Paul Harrell, right? Everybody knows that one guy that tested Maverick 88. Look at Maverick 88 Meltdown. Maverick 88 is a Mossberg. It's the best budget shotgun there is. The other ones can jam on you purportedly. This one passed the test of high abuse. And you can look at it. It's gonna be the first video. Some handsome dude, I'm not trying to be gay, he fucking tested this shit. So anyways, what else? The Turkish shotguns will let you fuck down, fucking not fuck around, get a fucking Mossberg at all goddamn times. Back to Black Scout Survival. Thank you for letting me have my little tangent. So, oh shit, motherfucker, I died. See, I'm Californian. Fuck, dude, I couldn't even fucking load that shit. God damn it, I'm spouting myself as a fucking professional, you know. Skip commercial.
Push a red flag.
We're back.
Tucker Carlson mentioned this. I'm going to play a clip from him.
The president was
Let's
It's just
look at these stupid fucking commercials, fucker bitch ass commercials. Shut the fuck up.
Has already been moving.
Do you see that
It's
shit?
the same when
Do you see how normalcy wants you to live in this bitch ass matrix? It wants you to fucking just sit there jacking off and thinking everything's gonna be alright with consumerism and shit. Fuck no, dude. Jesus is coming back. The world's fucking over. Throw your blow up doll in the fucking trash. Get your fucking favorite Pornhub videos off your fucking phone. It's time to go to fucking war.
Pam Bondi sat up there with Trump and said, we'll take the guns first, ask questions later. Red flag laws. Well, Trump said that, but Pam Bondi's pushing red flag laws. Conservatives will take more rights, and a lot of people go along with it for safety and security, right? Tucker Carlson mentioned this. I'm going to play a clip from him.
the president was personally very sensitive on this question. He'd been the victim of the misuse of these laws. And so he said many times, I'm not for that. I don't think Americans should be spied on by their own government. I don't think you pay your taxes, today's tax day, by the way, in order to be spied on by your government when you've done nothing wrong. But we are, everyone knows that, and this allows it to be legal. All of a sudden, the president is advocating for this new law. He wants the Congress to allow the U.S. government to spy on Americans. Why could that possibly be? Well, there are a couple of clues. One comes from the documents unearthed and made public, God bless him, by Ed Snowden some years ago that showed that NSA, the National Security Agency, the largest of all of our spy agencies, turned over raw data to, can you guess? Oh, the Israeli government that included private information about. So they sweep up all this information, the comms, the communications of American citizens, and they just turn it all over without taking private information about Americans, our citizens, is turned over to a foreign government and its intel service to be used God knows how. That's one. Two is a very revealing moment in the Congress 2.5 years ago with a congressman from Ohio called Mike Turner, who at the time was the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee. And he was arguing, as chairman of the House Intel Committee always do, for more spying on Americans. So the House and Senate Intel Committees are supposed to provide oversight of the intelligence agencies because you don't really know what they're doing. You don't know what their budget is. The whole thing is secret. You can't know. So your representatives on these committees oversee just to make sure that they're not violating the U.S. Constitution or your human rights given to you by God and protected by the U.S. government. That's the whole point. But for my lifetime, those committees have worked in concert with the intel agencies to violate the civil rights of Americans. And they've almost always been run by some of the most dishonest and personally screwed up people in the entire Congress. So maybe it's not always true, but certainly in the case of Mike Turner, it is true.
The same thing happened with Lindsey Graham. He was involved in, if you recall, they surveilled him. He made a big show with Pam Bondi about it, but he's pushing for it as well. Why? Because it benefits our greatest ally. They're deeply involved with Palantir. But we've seen the pattern before. Every time there's a major shift, it comes with a reason, a justification, a threat. And the message is always the same. This is necessary, guys. Again, Patriot Act, Edward Snowden.
Yeah, the forefathers of America said, those who sacrifice their freedom for security deserve neither.
He was never pardoned, even though he exposed the biggest anti-constitutional scandal in history. He should be a hero. Donald Trump hasn't pardoned him. People have asked him, but he hasn't. People go along with it because they're told to. It's for your protection. And again, look at the tone now. Stop.
No fucking real man needs protection. We have God and guns, dude. We just need detectives to fucking figure out the DNA with some poor chick that had no fucking family and shit, sucked the wrong dick, snorted too much fucking shit, and fucking died. That's the only fucking goddamn police work we fucking need.
Persuasion is an expectation. And going back to Palantir, if you think this case is isolated, Palantir is out here talking about mandatory national service. Who are they even to decide?
National
this goes into the
service for
technocracy that I've been
Netanyahu.
talking about.
Sorry.
They're saying national service. If you think this case is isolated, Palantir is out here talking about mandatory national service.
Right.
Who are they even to decide?
This guy's
This goes
awesome.
into the technocracy that I've been talking about.
Motherfuck.
They're saying national service should be a universal duty. We should, as a society, seriously consider moving away from an all-volunteer force. They want to make mandatory.
That's more of your kids missing their arms and legs, looking like skeletons, burn victims and shit that they even fucking survive for netting fucking Yahoo.
Military service in the U.S. Who are they to say this or decide this? A tech company? How about us as American citizens who vote for these things? We're a constitutional republic.
You were.
So if we zoom out, you've got surveillance expansion, rights being discussed as negotiable, and national service talk. Meanwhile, we're battling Iran, possibly China, Russia. It's not random, that's a direction. So here's the real question, and nobody's answering it yet. Is this a strategy? And what is it? What is the outcome? Is this something bigger starting to move? I believe that we're about to see changes within our life here as citizens that possibly we don't make decisions anymore about how we live. Because when they start saying the quiet part out loud, that usually when the game changes. And look, I'm not telling you what to think. I'm telling you pay attention because something major is shifting. Major is shifting. I've heard people use the term that maybe Trump was set in place to be a Trojan horse.
Yo.
I've heard that.
Well, it got
What you're watching, you may miss it, but it really does align with that idea. It really does. It's disturbing. It's disturbing how many Republicans, conservatives are going along with this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We're going to stay frosty, stay strapped, stay dangerous. This is Black Scout Survival, and I will see you in the next.
2, 3. 4, 2.
How you guys doing? I'm pseudo pastor Nacho, the fucking Squatcho. We're spending all night fucking long
Me, but it's been like working with Will Sherlock.
watching shit that should alarm the living fuck out of us. You cannot like me. You can think I'm a funny guy. You can think I'm like uneducated or belligerent or some shit like that. I don't care about fucking monetization. I don't care about anybody who likes me or not. I guarantee you. If you don't agree with 98% of what the fuck I say and what I believe in, you're a fucking bitch and you're what's wrong with this fucking country. You're lucky that men, the very few men like me, are limited by stupid bitch ass laws, and I'll go to prison and I'll die before I get raped because I can't join some certain fucking gang. Fuckers like me. People like that man were Joshua, Caleb, Daniel, David, fucking Gideon in the Bible. So if you don't like me, if you're gonna swipe up, if you rather watch some stupid chick in yoga pants making cookies fucking a bigger wuss than you, then you're what's wrong with this fucking country, and you're lucky that men like me are withheld by bitch ass laws, because I would fucking sacrifice you to the Old Testament God like that. So let's watch to see some other shit that might be fucking interesting, okay? If you give a fucking goddamn. I gotta lace y'all up with some red pill shit, motherfuckers. God damn it. God damn it. Let's see. Rants, my playlist. If y'all look at Pastor Nacho, the Squatcho, it's fucking Pastor Nacho, the Squatcho, fool. That's my other channel. And if you go to the playlist of fucking rants, that's not rants. Let me put my fucking glasses on, god damn it. Who's really advising Trump? That's pretty good. Let me try to hit my shit up on this channel, eh? Let me fucking see, guys. Please bear with me. I know that you're gonna be bored, so there's my, oh yeah, there's my playlist, motherfucker. You guys, a lot of people don't like me. They want to call my bluff that I'm supposedly not that hardcore or cool or some shit. Dude, ever since I like stopped whacking off and I stopped giving a shit about chicks or being cool or being liked, and I started basically, for lack of a better word, trying to suck Jesus's dick. I fucking, I'm not a good Christian. I don't give a shit if I go to hell or not, dude. I've become, I lost so much weight out of nowhere. I'm all ripped and buff. I could do like infinite pull-ups, dude. It's fucking funny, dude. When I was chasing pussy, when I was living for this world, I was a fat, sad piece of shit. Then when I started getting really patriotic and fucking started like, dude, my favorite friend I ever had, his name's Isaac. People like him would they'd just sit around drinking, figuring out ways to die for Jesus Christ. And ever since I motherfucking like started looking up to him and missing him, I think he's dead. He wouldn't just blow me off like that. Ever since I got doing that shit, I got all ripped and buff, and I'm fucking fearless, dude. The only thing I fear is health problems. If God wants to humble me, please don't, God. And if I ever went to prison, I fear that I lost all my rights and no one's gonna help me. I can't join a gang. I'm gonna have to die defending my asshole. And cops and good people, and everybody does not give a fuck about a person like me. I'm a person that if I fall in hard times, I'm on my own and I'm fucking dead. And Protestant evangelical Jesus is not going to answer your prayers. You're not going to have your best life now. You're not going to have your promised land in this life. Shit is not going to get better. Everybody who stood up for God and spoke the truth either and, if, but, or way all fucking died. The people who stood up for Jesus got their tongues and hands cut off and shit. Talk about cancel culture, motherfucker. I no longer give a shit because everything's a fucking lie. I bet nobody's watching. Is Jesse on fire?
This is straight up out of the Bible. Like this is Bible stuff, and they are really doing it. And these are the people who are in power. So just keep in mind, there's nothing hypothetical about any of this. Oh, it's going to get a lot crazier than that, though. So let's keep going.
Want this. To them, this is the good ending. We'll all be saved. Great. Awesome. Unfortunately, many Americans and many people all around the world will die in a giant nuclear war. Not great. Bad, even. This particular religion is called dispensationalism, a type of evangelical Christianity that became popular in the 20th century. That's right, today we are talking about the EQ, the evangelical question. Evangelicals are one of the largest religious groups in America, and they are a huge, important voter bloc. Important detail to remember. What you have to understand is evangelical Christianity is absolutely f***ing obsessed with the end times. This isn't just like an offhand thing that's mentioned in the Bible and they bring up sometimes. No, this is like their whole fucking thing. It's like all their talks, their sermons, their books. Basically, they are extremely horny for the end of the world. And many of those people are in the president's ear right now.
Strike and 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 strike. For angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now. Hamanda ata ata raka teda baka sanda ata ambo osa kata rite eke banda ata rite.
That schizo is Paula White Cain, Trump's current spiritual advisor. Like,
tell me that's true. Tell me for real that is Trump's spiritual advisor right now, and I will tell you that I've made a big strategic error at some point at all, just period. Like if I was like, you know what, dude, I'm going to actually cast my vote in a direction, and they put that person in front of me, of whoever I was all in for, and they said, yeah, but this comes with it, and also so does everything else that you're going to see in this video. I'm not saying I would have voted for Democrats by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm not voting. Dude, I'm sorry. This is crazy town, dude.
There's some stupid bitch ass commercials.
We are about 4 weeks into Operation Epic Fury. The president said that he expects this thing to be between 4 and 6 weeks. Do you think that timeline is real?
No. We already see what's playing out now. You know, you got the 82nd Airborne, you got troops moving in, Marines, you know, not plotting, but they're planning on, it looks like a ground invasion, maybe like towards the Strait of Hormuz, but I mean, 4 to 6 weeks, I just don't see how that's possible at this point in time. I mean, it like we had talked about before, it's like the COVID thing, you know, 2 weeks to stop the spread turned into like 2 years of bullshit. And we're on that same timeline right now. It's not 4 to 6 weeks, no. I think, and with Israel's game plan, what they have planned out, I think they want to, you know, a complete takeover. And what they, you know, it was not even supposed to be what it is right now. You know, is it a war? Is it not a war? You know, 1 minute Trump's calling it a war, then he'll call it like a military occupation. None of it's adding up. It's not a regime change, but there's a change. They're looking for a change in the regime. And those aren't my words, those are his. And it's all like, everything that they say, it's like it's Operation Epic Failure, you know, more than Epic Fury at this point.
Young people are realizing they're being propagandized at a level that older people gladly accept it. Older people were okay with being propagandized as long as they got a few things out of it. The young people getting nothing out of it. Wait, you're lying to us and I can't own a house? I can barely have a job? I have to be forced into the gig economy? I get to deliver burritos? And I have to listen to this bullshit? And I have to pretend that this is all real? And I can't afford frozen yogurt with my girlfriend? And I have to go along with this horse shit? And
Correction, no girlfriend.
I have nothing and no money for it? If you're doing something, you want to get something out of it. If you were going to delude yourself and believe the bullshit on the news, you have to get a little bit out of it. And what Americans got for many years was a patch of dirt, a little driveway, and a chance. They don't have any of that anymore. We've taken that all away from them. We've pushed them into a gig economy. We've pushed them into the hellscape of rent that goes up every single year. And the propaganda is actually getting worse. It's getting more disconnected from reality, more Orwellian. Not that it would have been right to buy the bullshit anyway, even if you had the things. But I'm just telling you how the country ran for 100 years. I'm not saying it was morally correct to go, I'll take the house and the car and you fucking kill everybody. I'm telling you that's how it worked. That's how the country ran forever.
It's saying silence is the real power. Maybe not. Who cares about whatever the fuck this shit is?
There are transgressions that mark a nation permanently, transgressions so profound that even the Almighty...
So apparently the First Amendment isn't a thing that's applicable in Michigan anymore, and this sheriff has giant feelings over memes on the internet.
Why are you...
He had a man arrested over a picture of him that the dude made where he put that star on his forehead saying it's hate speech and it's anti-Semitic. He literally arrested a dude over a meme on the internet. Congratulations, ladies and
That should be covered under freedom of expression.
gentlemen. We are now no better than the UK. What do y'all think about this? Let me know down in the comments.
Yeah. Why is Christ is King? Why is that labeled anti-Semitic?
Because it is.
Yeah, it goes totally against their religion.
If you say Christ is King, what's their job? How are they the chosen?
Right, yeah, right.
It is anti-Semitic. Christ was anti-Semitic.
Right.
He said, you're the synagogue of Satan. Get out of here, you brood of vipers.
Yeah, that's actually a verse in the Bible.
You're the children of the devil.
Yeah.
I don't understand how evangelical Christians read this and are like, they're our friends.
Orthodoxy! Orthodoxy! Woo! I feel like I listen to fucking Slayer, dude. Fuck evangelicals.
Have you ever noticed that the smarter you become, the lonelier you feel? It's a peculiar thing, isn't it?
Fucking awesome.
Donald Trump recently did a press conference where he said that him and Kim Jong-un from North Korea have a really good working relationship and mutual respect, and Kim had even said that Joe Biden was a mentally retarded person. But in response to this press conference, Kim Jong-un came out and said Trump is mentally unstable, labeling him an old American man with dementia. I just think that it's pretty brave of anybody with this haircut and straight up beaver teeth to be talking shit about anybody else. But what do y'all think? Let me know down.
Now, JD, was that like you trying to appeal to MAGA? Like, is that why you're dissing Kim from fucking the MAGA leader? Because for some reason, I don't think Kim Jong-il or Putin or Xi Jinping is on the Epstein list. I wonder why.
In the comments.
That's my comment, dude.
So here in Oregon, liberals are demanding that they abolish the Second Amendment and that you give up your guns or they will come and take them. I personally...
No! Everybody who says they're American and shit, they didn't use the Second Amendment to free Kyle Rittenhouse. We didn't use the Second Amendment to overturn the Patriot Act. All of them are gonna sit on their ass and wait for Jason Aldean to fucking do it.
I don't have Second Amendment rights, so this is going to be up to you guys. I want to know, what is your response to them threatening to come and take your guns?
Who are the two bitches that fucking left my shit?
The system wasn't built for you to win. You went to school to memorize facts you never use. You were trained to raise your hand, wait your turn, and follow instructions. Then they told you, get a job, work 40 hours a week, give half of it to tax, retire at 67 if you're lucky. That's not a life. That's a script. And most people don't question it because they're too tired from living it. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's when you realize freedom was never going to be handed to you.
You gotta take it.
This is word for word, verbatim, from the Jerusalem Post by Benjamin Netanyahu in 1990. If we get caught, they will just replace us with a person from the same cloth. So it doesn't matter what you do. America is a golden calf, and we will suck it dry, chop it up, and sell it off piece by piece until there is nothing left but the world's biggest welfare state that we create and control.
And
Why? Because it's God's will. And America is big enough to take the hit, so we can do it again and again and again. This is what we do to the countries that we hate. We destroy them very slowly, but we make them suffer for refusing to be our slaves.
Somebody tried to warn us.
Those words were misinterpreted because that is the Prime Minister of the Israeli government.
I have made it clear to the Israeli leadership that I do not support their expansionist ideas.
Oof. What happened to him in Dallas again?
The indigenous people of that land have rights that cannot be ignored. We must find a fair solution, not one dictated by any single group.
This ideology, we think, probably costed him his life. Really, truly feels like the more I learn about this man, he was truly the last great United States president.
He was Catholic! not evangelical fucking
It's
shit.
absolutely incredible that the American people don't understand that groups of men don't get together and meet in secret and take blood oaths which say that they can be cut open and their heart ripped out of their body and their intestines scattered over the floor if they talk about the secrets. That's not a benevolent fraternity. That's a dangerous group of men. Grown men don't play games like that. They're serious. These men who are bringing about the New World Order don't believe in the God of the Bible. They believe in the God of light, Lucifer,
Let's kill them!
the angel of light, who was flung down to the earth and became the Lord of the world. That's their God. You see, it's been infiltrated. And from within, they are eating at the heart of this nation like a cancer.
Who's the
secret
faggots
society.
leaving my fucking
They are
views?
destroying it. They are subverting it.
Atheist
Our Constitution
cunts.
has not been allowed to work since 1945 and maybe even earlier. And they have been working behind the scenes to bring about a one-world totalitarian socialist government with the Communist Manifesto as its platform through the United Nations, which was created by this nation.
God bless the people still
From
here.
an older organization called the League of Nations, which was the original foundation. And at the highest levels of our government, the Constitution's already been scrapped, and they are working under the aegis of the UN Participation Act and the United Nations Charter.
Let's watch that again, guys. That was very important. But there's bitch-ass atheists leaving my shit.
It's just absolutely incredible that the American people don't understand that groups of men don't get together and meet in secret and take blood oaths which say that they can be cut open and their heart ripped out of their body and their intestines scattered over the floor if they talk about the secrets. That's not a benevolent fraternity. That's a dangerous group of men. Grown men don't play games like that. They're serious. These men who are bringing about the New World Order don't believe in the God of the Bible. They believe in the God of light, Lucifer, the angel of light, who was flung down to the earth and became the Lord of the world. That's their God. You see, it's been infiltrated. And from within, they are eating at the heart of this nation like a cancer, this secret society. They are destroying it. They are subverting it. Our Constitution has not been allowed to work since 1945 and maybe even earlier. And they have been working behind the scenes to bring about a one-world totalitarian socialist government with the Communist Manifesto as its platform through the United Nations,
They're
which was
fucking
created by
kids.
this nation.
They're literally fucking
From an
kids.
older
And
organization
you have these
called the
bitch
League of
asses
Nations,
leaving my fucking
which was
life.
the original foundation.
Not you
And
three
at the
two,
highest
I love
levels of
you.
our government, the Constitution's already been scrapped, and they are working under the aegis of the UN Participation Act and the United Nations Charter.
These are the people fucking kids on Epstein Island. And there's fuckers leaving my fucking life. Wasting my fucking work. You are what's a liability to this fucking nation. Not you staying. I love you. I'm gonna pray for you. What the fuck it says is the man on this. It's all God fake. Fucking damn it, you fucking cunt ass bitch. Fucking okay. Look it. What the fuck ass shit this is saying is this motherfucker is the same old fuck. And okay, when he was younger, he's saying, hey, let's not fuck with Iran. It's a waste of money. Now he's sucking dick of fucking MAGA. The love of money.
It's all fake. I think everything has been falsified before the year 1600.
How so?
If you look on very, very old maps.
You really do speak about your faith a lot on your Instagram, and overall how this fight felt like a manifestation in its own way. How does it feel to walk away with the win in this type of fashion here tonight? I mean, that was arguably one of the best fights of 2025, maybe the last couple of years for BKFC.
Christ Yeshua is God, and I pray to him. I've seen him, and I feel him every day. This one's for the kids all over the world that don't have a voice to be heard. This is one's for the kids that don't have the ability to be saved in situations where they're being hurt. And if I could, I'd save every single one of them. I love God, and I want to spread love to everybody as much as possible.
Hey guys, you know what almost got erased from the Epstein list but didn't? Some kid was getting fucked on Epstein Island and got caught praying to Jesus for help by Epstein. So he told the next client that was gonna fuck the kid to dress up like Jesus. Have a very good life. I just fucked up your psyche.
The most feared man in Hollywood. They don't like me in Hollywood. Why do they not like you? I don't wear dresses. I don't do that gay stuff on TV. They had to get some other black person to do that stuff. I'm talking, that's gunning. But they all confess they love the Lord. But you cannot compromise yourself if you love the Lord. So I play tough guys, but young kids want to be soldiers. Young kids don't want to follow a guy that wear a dress. You know what I'm talking about.
Paula White Cain is a televangelist.
Right now, I'm getting no views because I'm Adam, and maybe I need to stop yelling, guys. Maybe I need to calm down, huh? Maybe I need to, be nice, right?
Demon.
I'm a Christian, but I think this pastor is a complete fraud.
Get a check, make it pay for Paula White Ministry. There are people that are watching right now. If you say, I don't have it, give $100. Bring up a sacrificial seed. This isn't for me. This is about kids that will die without you being obedient. This is about kids who are going to be minstrels and instruments and warriors and mighty for God. This is about kids who don't make a difference. I'm not going to take everybody's blessing. Come on. I'm going to tell you, get a seed of sacrifice. There's only 3 envelopes. I'm not moving. I'm not going to lay hands on people. So you're obedient. Get out of your seat. Come on. And come bring up a seed. Because I'm telling you, there's an anointing of release right now. I want $100,000.
And I believe that when you honor God on Passover, starting on April 12th at sundown through Good Friday on the 18th and concluding on Easter Sunday, you can receive these 7 supernatural blessings for you and your house. According to Exodus 23, God will assign an angel to you. He'll be an enemy to your enemies. He'll give you prosperity. He'll take sickness away from you. He will give you long life. He'll bring increase in inheritance, and he'll give a special year of blessing. You're not doing this to get something, but you're doing it in honor to God, realizing what you can receive.
For your special Passover offering of $1,000 or more as the Holy Spirit leads, you will also receive the beautiful 10-inch Waterford Crystal Cross. Don't miss your moment to release 7 supernatural blessings and provision into your life.
Wherever I go, God rules. When I walk on White House grounds, God walks on White House grounds. I had every right and authority to declare the White House as holy ground because I was standing there, and where I stand is holy.
To say no to President Trump would be saying no to God. And I won't do that.
But the truth of it is you're here because of God and because of you. And I just wanted to share this thought and pray over President Trump. Jesus taught us so many lessons through his death, burial, and resurrection. He showed us great leadership, great transformation requires great sacrifice. And Mr. President, no one has paid the price like you have paid the price. It almost cost you your life. You were betrayed and arrested and falsely accused. It's a familiar pattern that our Lord and Savior showed us. But it didn't end there for him, and it didn't end there for you. God always had a plan. On the 3rd day, he rose, he defeated evil, he conquered death, hell, and the grave. And because he rose, we all know that we can rise. And sir, because of his resurrection, you rose up. Because he was victorious, you were victorious. And I believe that the Lord said to tell you this. Because of his victory, you will be victorious in all you put your hands.
Paula White needs to resign from ministry. Subscribe for more videos like this.
I've been to Israel, and at the time when I was in Israel, I went as a Christian. I was a Christian, and I had a conversation with a friendly person out there, and I got their perspective and what they thought to be, or what their beliefs were on religion. And it was weird. I'm like, that's kind of off. You know, why do they think that Yeshua, Jesus, is burning in excrement and his mom was a whore and the whole story was a lie? Mary was a prostitute or whatever, and they made that story up to cover for her wrongdoings, and now we are stuck with this story. That's Israel today. That the Jesus, Yeshua that I believe in is burning in excrement. He was a troublemaker, a problem, and a thug, and that's why he rolled around with a bunch of thugs. The 12 disciples causing mayhem, and that's why they killed him. Yeah, so that's just the whole separation where I think we get We read about Israel, Jerusalem in the Bible, but that's a totally different, separate thing from the state of Israel, which we have today. At some points, it feels like we live in the United States of Israel than we do the United States of America.
America, come back to Christ.
What I learned in the prison system, this is why
It says the only solution for evil men are good men who are more skilled in violence. The Iron Warden.
We would have took care of ourselves. What happened? There were some people passing out anti-white literature, so we beat them up down there.